Passes it right side to Jacoria Bracey. Bracey will get the ball in the hands of Summer Yancey. Back to Bracey, and she knocks down the mid-range jumper.
You know, that was really patient from UCF to open this game. Just moved the ball, got a shot that they liked, and Bracey was able to knock it in.
So a 2-0 lead for the Knights. Baylor wearing the home gold tonight has it. Their first possession. There's Talia Scott. There's what we're talking about. Talia Scott, Jana Van Geitenbeek, Bella Fauntleroy, Kirsten Johnson, and Dariana Littlepage Buggs. There's a three. That has up the floor is Crystal Asen. And underneath the banker is good to make it 7-4. Crystal Eisen with the bucket for UCF. Van Geitenbeek, another nice assist. Oh, that one bounced out. There's Kirsten Johnston padding her stats. Gets a rebound and the bucket. Rebound by Fauntleroy. Baylor has put a real emphasis on rebounding and offensive rebounding in practice the last few days.
To win today, you have to stop this, but what a look by Van Geitenbeek and the finish by Buggs. The rolling Dariana Littlepage Buggs to the basket.
11-4, another steal. Fourth steal of the first quarter by Baylor. Back to Scott, and she nails the triple.
Deep into that shot clock and eventually caused a shot clock violation.
So the Knights have it back down 14-6. Nice entry pass to Savannah Scott. Around the perimeter, 10 to shoot, done. Extra pass to Abraham. Shot partially blocked out of bounds.
Yeah, UCF is now making the extra effort. Earlier in this game, we saw 2 layups that were wide open.
Swings it right side to Talia Scott. Scott has 10 of Baylor's 16 points. Littlepage Buggs banks in a three. Oh, covers her mouth. Nobody's gonna put it. Baylor leads by 9, 26-17, under 4 minutes to play, second quarter. And there it is, back-to-back buckets again. Yet to score. I think you credit Jana Van Geitenbeek's defense a great deal on Harmon so far. Nice pass underneath. 5-point lead for Baylor. 6 unanswered by UCF. There's Jana Van Geitenbeek with her first made three tonight. Offensive rebound pulled down by Kirsten Johnson. Underneath to Van Geitenbeek, she missed it, but Littlepage Buggs an offensive rebound and a putback. Not only that, but she's only taken 1 shot, Jordan. 9 on the shot clock. Lob to Scott, Savannah Scott. Miss on that turnaround jumper. Fauntleroy, a three. Another turnover by UCF. A little too casual with that pass. Here's Scott, drive, left hand layup is good.
And if you haven't watched her play before, you would be wondering how she got to the rim. But she just is so talented, so skilled, can get any shot that she wants, just weave through the defense and got a wide open layup.
19 on the night now by Talia Scott of Baylor. There's a steal. Ball knocked away by Scott to Van Geitenbeek. Bears on the run out. Pass back to Fauntleroy for three. It's good!
This right here is just crafty. It was 1-on-5.
Thought she was going up for the shot there, but she passed it and it was stolen. Did not look like a shot to you?
That was very unique. I'm not sure if I've seen that.
Baylor in transition. Scott drains the three-pointer. Takes a seat on the Baylor bench. Points off turnovers tonight. Jordan now 19-4 in favor of Baylor. And there's Jana Van Geitenbeek, the layup for 2.
Yeah, Baylor's at their best when Van Geitenbeek is aggressive with her shot. I know she likes to pass the ball, team in order, but when she is aggressive with her shot, it helps everyone else too.
Eisen, nice drop-off miss by Mahogany Chandler Roberts. Then Eisen gets it back.
And normally you see Van Geitenbeek hitting threes, but right here just takes advantage of her matchup because they are in that zone and she felt.
So they have been a bit turnover prone. And there's a turnover by Baylor. Entry pass intended for Fauntleroy is stolen away by Mahogany Chandler Roberts, who takes it.
You never want to save the ball into the opponent's basket.
That's a good point. Inbounds to Savannah Scott. It is swatted away by Kyla Abraham.
She just meets Scott at the pinnacle and knocks it.
19 turnovers tonight. Here's Baylor. Final seconds, third quarter, another drive by Van Geitenbeek for 2 more.
Baylor is at their best when Jana Van Geitenbeek is getting into the lane, delivering finishes. Shots tonight, and you can see that throughout the box scores. When she's been on, but when she's not, she kind of floats around, like you said. Hasn't really been aggressive.
Just talking about her and her 22 points on the night. Gorianova will drive, shot, blocked on the layup. Scott tried to get somebody else a shot. She got the ball back, and she said, all right, I'll take it. Missed on that 3. Runner, no good by Yancey. Here's a drive by Harmon. Now there's an aggressive drive to the bucket.
Be aggressive and get those points for your team.
Dariana Little-Page-Buggs whistled for the foul. That is her second. Texan out there, or on the roster for Satia Messer, is Logan Reed. She's a freshman from Godley, Texas. Give to Abraham. Outside to Scott. She'll drive. Nice pass. Now the dime to Abraham. Gorianova brings it up for the Bears. Gives to Yuting Dunn. Hit a 3 right before that timeout. Her first points tonight. Abraham fakes left, comes back right.
Yeah, you said it. How about this move? Just a shimmy to a fadeaway from your post player.
59-41, a couple of free throws. Pass back outside. 3 is good by Dariana Little-Page-Buggs. Nobody else for Baylor and nobody for UCF in double figures. Dunn for 3. High arching shot, doesn't draw iron, works like an assist. Ella Brow is on the floor, 5'8" junior, transfer from SMU. Bank shot, no good, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Kyla Abraham. To Dunn, also Kara Pemberton is on for Baylor. Drive, layup.
Recover from that deficit.
Really great point. Valuable minutes in Big 12 competition. A miss by Scott, a rebound by Ngodu, and a whistle. Bears will be home again on Sunday, hosting the University of Houston. There's a 3. Drive, layup, good by... Now the biggest lead tonight for Baylor at 71-48 with 1 minute to play. Drive, shot, blocked. Nelms keeps it in bounds. She played in both games on the Utah swing last week, just coming back from an injury, and she has now scored. And big smiles on that Baylor bench. Baylor wins their 7th in a row in Big 12 play. They win tonight decisively over UCF. 73-48, Baylor the final score.